It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
No touch that. No touch.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Good move at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Eagles at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. It's caught, Cooper. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Over.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Hurts to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
73.
Barkley, inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Great, set.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. 9 yards that time.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Alpha. Delta.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
No touch.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
No touch. 63. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Great. Set. Hey. No touch.
Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
26.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Taken from just outside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready?
On 2nd and 10.
Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Shedding defenders at the 15. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw here. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Hall again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hall want to give up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Great, set.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Hey, 73.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They'll run with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score
that's what I like to call pretty cheap.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This out quickly to Williams.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
That one taken in by Corley.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
31 yards.
And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
This completes a Corley.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
Give to Hall running right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now he's loose again. Breece Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Surprised with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he fires one incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. Nice move at the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Now 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Eagles have recovered.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hall again. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
3rd and 5. On the jet sweep, this is Corley. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet